Now I've actually got to make something here. Let's have a think.
I've got the milk.
You got the milk there,
yes. I need a measuring cup.
No, you don't. Give me a look.
Oh.
Beautiful. There we go. Hi, welcome to Leo's Studio Kitchen. This is Scott.
And this is John, and we're the two pot stirrers.
We're going to cook some funky food
with some funky guests, and they're going to go downstairs and pick all their favourite foods, and we're going to cook it for them.
Where's that guest?
Oh, I don't know, mate. She must be just about... There's the
Is
bell.
that it?
Yeah, there's the bell. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Come in.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hi.
Stirrer's Kitchen.
Thank you.
Now, do you know what you're in for today?
No.
Any idea?
No.
Okay. Well, what we've got for you is we've got a basket for you here.
Right.
You're going to go downstairs, pick 10 items of interest, whatever you want, from dry goods to fresh produce,
Okay.
bring it back up, and we're going to cook some funky food.
But you're going to cook it with us, because you're going to be dressed up like us.
Right.
And you're going to be in here cooking with us, because you've got to help us out. So you're the third pot stirrer today.
A third pot stirrer, okay.
Third pot stirrer today.
Right.
But we're, you know,
okay.
we've got to get going here. So down to the supermarket, 10 items in your
Okay.
basket.
Yes.
Back up.
Okay.
Back up here, and while we're up here, we're just going to hang out and listen to some music, I think.
Hit it, Chris.
Absolutely.
When I met you, you were so unique. You had a little thing I'd love to keep. And every movement carried much prestige. I knew right then I'd carry on. To you I knew my heart belongs to know you.
Tomatoes. Yep, fantastic.
And my heart started thumping.
Go beetroot. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Right, what else do we need? Right, I think we need some fruit. So, pawpaw. Look at this. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, can you tell me, do you have Gippsland blue?
Yes, sure. It's just towards the end there.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. It's my favourite cheese.
Right.
'Cause you got these little things that I know I've never seen. You know now you give me something that nobody else has got. And that's love that I've been wanting. Oh baby, it's turning out to be too fast.
Okay, instant polenta, ready in 3 minutes. This has to be good. Okay, we'll count our items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our 10 items. We're ready to go. Let's go back to the kitchen.
You know, babe, you're the one I truly know I dig.
Hi guys.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Here we go.
Looks pretty interesting.
Fantastic. Now that's a nice basket of goods. But to go on further with our concept, we're going to each need a basket to cook with. So let's get another one, shall we, John?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's-
Right, well there's yours, there's
pretty
mine.
interesting.
Next step of the game, Jodie, here is a
Yes.
lovely chef's wear jacket for you.
Go and whack that on and join us
Excellent.
back here soon.
Okay.
And we'll
see
get
you.
cooking. See you in a minute.
Okay.
It's fantastic. What do we got here?
Okay. Let's hit the beats.
Let's hit the beats. Well, we've got some beautiful pawpaw there.
Nice free-range chicken fillets.
Lovely fresh vine tomatoes all squidged together there.
Some nice rocket leaves.
A big old beetroot.
polenta and cucumber.
And that cheese, that was the Gippsland
Blue.
blue cheese, yeah.
And the capsicum and onions.
Some onions, beautiful. Hey, Jodie.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Dressed for combat?
Yes, I love my tot, so that's great. Thank you.
Fantastic. So this is what you've chosen for
Yep,
us?
this is it.
It's a good selection.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy with it. My main one really is to learn how to cook polenta. I've never done it before.
People are a bit afraid of it.
Yeah, and so it'd be good to learn that. And also onions. I'd like to learn how to cut onion without crying and sort of messing up my makeup. So,
We've got a
if you
trick for
could
that.
teach me that, that'd be great.
Okay, well, we'll teach you that. And
Yeah.
apart from teaching you that, what we're going to do today, we've both got the same set of ingredients. So Johnny's going to cook in his style, I'm going to cook in my style, and we're going to come up with 2 3-course meals to surprise you. And you're going to help us all.
Yes, great.
So
Now,
let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. Let's go.
Rule number 1 is a nice sharp knife. Just take the top off the onion.
Yep.
And cut the onion in half. Take away the top bit of skin, which we don't want. That's a bit messy. And for slicing, to make it all fall apart, just chop the core off. Get that out of the way. And slice it lengthways so the onion falls apart. And that's
Okay.
it.
But what about crying eyes?
Well, Scott's got the remedy for that one.
It's a little trick I learned in the Alps in France. Absolutely, nothing gets in. No crying eyes at all.
Just quarter those tomatoes and
Yep.
take the core out.
Okay,
And then just
no.
lay them on the tray.
Okay, great.
And then, with these onions that we chopped up a little bit before, just put them over top of the onion, over the top of the tomato.
Okay, yep. So how long do we put this
Cracked
in the oven
pepper.
for?
Only about 10 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay,
just
yep.
a little bit of salt,
Yep.
a little bit of pepper. We can drizzle
What
a
do you
little bit
think?
of olive oil. Just drizzle that on top.
Now, as soon as I've chopped the onions, I think I'm going to chop up the tomatoes. And I'm going to make myself a little relish.
What are you making here?
These are parmesan wafers we're going to layer with the tomato.
Okay,
So we just pop this into the oven for about 4 or 5 minutes.
okay, yep.
Well, I'm going to cook the beetroot. It's a root vegetable. It goes under the ground, so it's got to go in cold water and be brought up to the temperature and cooked as a whole thing. Not cut off, top and bottom stay on, and that keeps all the colour in and the flavour and the vitamins.
What you want to do is pick some nice fresh herbs.
Right, so we're doing, it's a selection, not just basil?
We're just going to do basil
Okay.
for this.
Yep,
Straight into the blender.
yep.
Olive oil. Just pour that in there like that.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that looks,
Whack the lid on.
the smell is
Beautiful.
fantastic,
Basil
isn't
is
it?
great.
Yeah.
Blend that up.
Yeah.
But this is great. You just keep it in the fridge.
Yep.
It stays nice and green and you can use it on pastas, risottos, anything you want to flavour.
So I'm going to make the tomato relish now to go with my main course. Probably go with the chicken. So I'm just sweating off the onions there, giving them a little bit of a fry there. And then I'm just going to put my diced tomatoes in there.
People around the world, let me your ear. I come to you with words of joy and cheer. Love's the message that I bring to you.
So what do you got there, John?
They're the parmesan wafers that I just done before on the tray. In the oven for about 4 or 5 minutes. Just let them get to that stage and then we'll put them in the fridge to cool down.
Okay, so we've got an egg in there, we've got a bit of flour.
How you going in there, Jodes?
Yeah, not too bad. We're making something for Scott now.
We're making chapatis.
Yes.
Chapatis, man. Chapatis are like an Indian bread, very fine, very thin, very easy, because all they do is sit around the fires in India, make a bit of bread dough, put it over the side to the rest, and when they've cooked up their dinner, they roll one out and cook it on the fire there.
Okay,
So Jodie, do you cook much at home?
not really. I share with a girlfriend and we sort of take it in turns, but they're very simple, easy meals. We don't spend a lot of time cooking.
Yeah.
Not takeaway. Not pizza.
A lot of the time takeaway, yes.
That's
so
no good. You'll be
it's-
having dinner parties for a month now.
Well, I hope you're right, yeah.
So give it a
Okay.
need there, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll be cooking more. Do you not cook because you don't want to cook or you haven't got time?
No, it's more a time issue,
time
and
issue,
also
yeah. Hard at work.
if you're having people for dinner, you want to have something nice, so it's easier sometimes to get the pre-made stuff.
Well, maybe you
so,
should just call us next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'll get you a bit more
exactly.
flour
I
there.
think
You're getting a bit
more flour here.
Tail twist, like a damn tail twist.
It's actually a bit embarrassing being here with two professional
Why?
chefs because
Come on, get it in the bowl.
Okay.
It's all easy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you haven't got time
We
to
just
be
make it
embarrassed.
look
I know.
You haven't got time to
Okay.
be embarrassed today.
Rightio. Now what?
Cover
Wash your
it.
hands.
Okay. Wash my hands.
Wash your hands.
And then what we want to do is just nice, long, thin strips with the peeler.
Okay.
Just like that. And then just put them on the tray. I want about just 4 or 5.
All right. 4 or 5.
Sweet sensation.
They make it look so easy. This way.
That's it. No, turn it around. No, no, no. It's pretty confusing, these peelers.
I know.
That's it. Straight down.
Okay. Right.
What's that?
Right. Let me
One more
have
time?
a yes. Let me have a go now.
You sure?
Yes. Positive. Okay.
One motion. That's it. Well
right,
done. You've done that
okay.
before.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up nice and fine, and I'm going to make what's called a zhu, or in English, marinated cucumber. Now I'm just going to marinate it in a bit of vinegar, something to give it a little bit of spice and a bit of sugar. And that's all, and it's very traditional in Surinamese cooking. They use a lot of this to go with their very simple dishes. So that's just that chopped up cucumber. Now my hands are very clean. I've washed them thoroughly. They're my best tool in the kitchen. So I'm going to pop them in there. In with the chili vinegar and sugar and a bit of coriander. I'm just going to leave it there to marinate until we're ready to eat it.
Just to be a little bit different, I am making a sweet from the polenta. So I make like a polenta pikelet. So we'll just mix all that around.
I've got the milk.
You got the milk there,
yes. I need a measuring cup.
No, you don't. Give me a look.
Oh.
Beautiful. There we go. And maybe another egg, I think.
One more egg?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just on the side,
Yeah.
one head. Voila.
Excellent. It's probably one of the most basic chef things, isn't it? But if you're just a normal person cooking in the kitchen.
But
it's
you want to know a
pretty-
funny story?
Yeah, go on.
Johnny and I used to work together in a big hotel many years ago, and we had to crack a lot of eggs. We would spend probably 2.5 to 3 hours standing over eggshells, cracking eggs with 2 hands. Because if you didn't do it with 2 hands, it would have taken you 4 hours to do.
Yeah.
A
6
lot
boxes,
of eggs.
6 boxes of, I think it was 20 dozen eggs in a box.
Yeah.
And was that for baking?
Just for breakfast.
That was just for breakfast. Yeah, a lot of mouths to feed. Because polenta is something that you can cook to thick, and you can make something that you can grill.
Yeah.
As I think Johnny's going to do over there. No, I
that's
don't.
quite
Right,
thick,
that's
isn't
quite
it?
heavy.
Yeah.
Or just by adding more liquid and cooking it for a bit longer, you can just make it a nice creamy consistency, and that's what I want on the plate. A nice,
Yeah.
like a mashed potato, but it's actually like mashed corn. Because that's what it is. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's what I've done there. And also, you know what I'm going to do with it? Because we've got rucola,
Yeah.
rocket,
Yeah.
rucola. Well, I'm going to put rucola in at the end too. Just right at the end. I'm going to cook the rucola.
Oh, that
Right,
sounds-
rocket.
Okay. Done.
Cut a nice thin strip off there.
Right.
Whack it into the bowl there.
Yep.
2 tablespoons of the yogurt, and then
Right.
just mush it up with a fork. Bit
Okay.
of salt and pepper into it, and then whack it into the fridge.
All right.
Have you got that?
Got it.
A few twists. Salt and pepper.
Okay. Do you think I've got enough cheese in there?
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
Okay.
We just want the subtle flavour of the blue cheese.
A blue cheese with yogurt and salt and pepper. I'm not sure. What are we using it for again?
That's a dressing for the chicken.
Oh, wow.
So you want to try and scoop it and not crush the seeds. So to get it all out, get a big spoon and just work your way in behind all those seeds. Just take the skin off, just run the knife just right around the edge of the pawpaw.
Beautiful.
Try and keep most of the flesh on the fruit and not on the skin. This is the polenta mix that you made up for our
Yep.
little pikelets.
Great.
So get the pan nice and sizzling hot.
Yeah.
And we just make this, just a spoon. We just want to colour it on both sides.
Right, okay.
Just like
Have you put jam in here?
just a little bit of jam.
Okay.
Just raspberry jam. I found it, and
Yeah.
a little bit of water, and we just bring that to a nice
And where are we
cool-
using that?
on the dessert.
Oh,
I'm just going
great.
to
Okay.
char grill this pawpaw. This is for the dessert as well. Just want to try and scoop all that up in one piece.
All right.
And just whip it over
Oh,
like that,
lovely.
nice and golden
Okay.
brown. Let that one go a little bit more.
Yep.
And from this side.
Lovely.
So I've got my capsicum, my onions, and I've got a little bit of curry paste in there. I've cooked it very gently and very dry. Now it's in the food processor. A little bit of the yogurt, and that I'm going to use as a dip to go with our chapatis. And just lid on and give it a... I want to keep it nice and thick. And for my main course, I'm going to steam my chicken. So I've just got my chicken breast, some herbs there, a little bit of salt and pepper, of course, and I'm going to put it straight into my steam oven over here. And steaming.
For my chicken, I'm just gonna, just a little bit of olive oil and just
Splinter.
put it onto the grill.
Yeah, this is marvelous.
Yeah.
Probably about 3 minutes on each side.
Okay. A bit longer. Right. Okay.
So Jodie, we're on the chapati mix now
Yes.
with chapatis. So we'll just bring it out again.
Yeah, and
It's
more.
looking pretty good. No, we don't want to need it
No
much.
more. Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
grab the rolling pin for me?
Yeah. Okay.
And I just get it into a little ball, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just give it a bit of a roll out.
Okay. How thin do you need it?
Quite thin.
Okay.
you just
I
gotta
might
keep-
need some.
Keep the flip going there.
Okay.
A bit more
yeah.
flip.
Okay.
Don't try and just let the weight of the roller do it.
Radio.
You don't actually have to push it
Okay.
because it's quite heavy, so that has a bit of a roll itself.
So what are we going to be using this for, Scott?
Well, I'm going to finish them off with just a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cook them on the char grill, because cooking them on the char grill is like cooking them on an open fire, and that's how they would make them
Okay.
in India
Yeah.
or in places where they don't have big ovens.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to serve it on the plate as a bread to go with the salad. The salad is going to be the beetroot salad with pawpaw and fresh mint.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to have a little side dip, the sauce, the capsicum and yogurt curry dip to go
Excellent.
with it. So this
That
is a bit of a
sounds great.
nosh.
Okay, that sounds really good.
First plate nosh. Okay, bit of salt.
Yeah.
Okay, get it on there. Beautiful. Ah, professional. Look at that.
I love that sound.
The
Bit of smoke coming
right,
up
see
from
now
there.
we're starting to bubble there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, I let it
yeah.
bubble a bit more. I'd go for the flip now. Grab a corner. You can get it up easy.
Oops.
Careful, just grab it. Okay, flip.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Way to go. Look at that. So if you haven't got any bread at home, all you need is a bit of flour, 1 egg, a bit of water, a bit of time to rest, and you can make some chapatis. Goodness gracious. Okay, off you go.
Okay. Beautiful.
Let's get that one on.
Here we go.
Yeah. You're the important person.
Here we go.
Okay, Jade, this is a fancy little tool I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Not the glove- not the glove,
I was
but
gonna
this.
say, I noticed you've got the glove on.
Yeah, it's just so the colour doesn't go everywhere, but we just want
Right.
to take the skin off.
Yeah.
I just don't want red hands everywhere, and
Yeah.
it's a good little trick. Then this is a little tool that you can buy in most little Asian shops,
Oh yeah.
and we just whack that onto there, put that onto there, turn that around, and then simple, we just wind the handle. And endless strips of beetroot shoot out that end.
Yeah. That's too easy,
Oh,
isn't it?
mate.
That is too easy.
And we just,
you get
and
a
this is
fruit?
the garnish for the,
That looks
for the salad.
great.
Okay, so my chicken's been in the oven for about 10 minutes. And that's a great oven because it's just full of steam. And look at that. Beautiful chicken breasts, bit of seasoning, bit of herbage, and it's still steaming. Well, that's about the chapatis done. How are you going, Johnny?
No,
You just about,
I'm ready. You guys
you just
still
about
there?
ready? Okay, well, let's have a quick whip around and a clean up, and then we can put all this food on a plate and see what it looks like. first 2 plates. Now, what have you used in yours, John?
I've used the tomato and rocket and with the basil oil that I made earlier and just drizzled it with balsamic and then just laid it up.
Beautiful.
And
That's
just
delicious.
sprinkled with a little bit of chives.
Nice
But
one.
just slow roasted tomatoes and the diced onion that Jody done.
I've used the pawpaw, I've used the beetroot, I've put some fresh mint, and I've made a dressing with balsamic vinegar and a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, a bit of Parmesan cheese on the top, along with the chapatis to eat it up with, and a nice little curried situation happening there.
Situation.
Yeah, it's a bit of curry situation. A bit of chapati with a little
Chapati,
bit of
man.
curried capsicum.
Beautiful.
Curried capsicum, okay.
The presentation looks fantastic on both. It looks really good.
Let's hit the next one.
Right, let's go to the next. Oh, that's beautiful, Joe.
It's good, isn't it?
That's great, that's fantastic. Unreal. Cheeky. Cheeky. Okay.
In the silver.
Right, well that's...
What's that all about?
Well, I've used the chicken breast, which I've just steamed. I've put that on a nice creamy polenta, which I've mixed the rocket into. This is my relish going on here, and that's about it. Very simple. Yours is looking
What do you think
pretty-
of that, Jades?
I'm very impressed by both. It's fantastic.
This
Yeah.
thing's looking pretty
I
flash.
know, that is looking
That's just-
very...
That's just a simple summer salad, just the char grilled chicken on the rings of rocket and cucumber, just with the beetroot garnish on top, drizzled with the basil oil.
Beautiful.
Pretty simple, looks great.
Fantastic. Wow.
very
Let's move on to the next course then, shall we? So what do you got going on that this time, Johnny?
This is the polenta pancakes with the grilled pawpaw and just a bit of raspberry jam. I've just diluted it with a little bit of water and just drizzled it over the top with a bit of mint.
Fantastic.
And yours looks pretty good, I
Nice
must
and
say.
easy. Just some simple cheese, but it's just something different to have a bit of cucumber with it, a bit of marinated cucumber. It gives it a nice taste. You can have the cucumber and the cheese on your biscuit just as nice, or have it just as it is.
Nice way to finish the meal.
Nice way to finish
What do you
the
think
meal.
of that, Jades?
Speaking of finishing the meal, can we eat now?
Jodes,
What?
Pots.
Pots.
Sorry. You got to clean. This
Yeah.
kitchen's got to be clean.
No.
We hope you enjoyed Two Pot Stirrers. We'd like to thank Jody, our guest, for going down and picking out all the produce so we can create these wonderful dishes.
Speaking of dishes, how are the pots going, Jody?
Yeah, right, you two stirrers.
Yeah, we're a couple of stirrers. But it's fast and furious here, so if you want to taste this food, you're going to have to make it yourself. Go and check out our website. It's all there. See you next week.